Welcome back to a Tin Woodman Tech Review. Today I'm checking out the Galaxy Watch 4 and see how it holds up in 2024. Now, it is something to know that I got the Galaxy 7, that's the watch you just saw on screen, and so by the time you see this, I will have actually shipped this back off to Samsung because they had some crazy trade-in deals, and I'll talk more about that in the review. Now, you do have to have internet, and one of the things with Samsung is you're only allowed to have one watch on at a time, and so I'm currently rocking the 7. Now, it fits on very, very nicely. However, these bands, they do leave a little mark on your skin, but obviously you can get a new band, and that is completely fixed. They all have a heart rate tracker, which is really nice. Another thing I really like about Samsung watch faces is you have one that is dedicated to your sleep. Now, I don't wear watches to sleep a lot, but that if you are, it gives you an animal. I'm a lion, as you see right there, and it's just something that's really cool that Samsung does. Now, you hold down and you can swipe, and then you can go to all your different watch faces. Very similar to Apple Watch, if you swipe up, you're going to end up with your app gallery, and I do really like how Samsung does it. It is fully touch, there's no bezel or anything, and they have all these tiles which you can actually add and move, which is very, very cool. I like the heart better than than Apple's rings, and then you also have this like super cool tracking thing that shows how many steps, what your heart rate is, your stress. I haven't really used the stress all that much, but you measure it very similar to how you would measure a heart rate, and so that is something cool if you need to measure your stress a whole lot. Now, I have noticed that the Watch 4 is very similar to the Apple Watch's 4 with heart rate. I tend to get about almost exactly the same. Another thing I really like about this is you can actually tag what you were doing when you were monitoring your heart rate, which is something really cool. Now, to get to the settings, you swipe down from the top, and I don't think you're going to get a full day usage out of this. I put the watch on around 8 a.m., and it was constantly dying around 5 p.m., and I only put low battery on around maybe 2 p.m. So if you had low battery power on throughout the whole day, you probably could. I also had the raise to wake, and then I also had track my heart every 10 minutes, and you could always conserve battery that way. With that all being said, I do highly recommend the Watch 4, and especially even if you don't want the Watch 4, they have some crazy trade-ins right now in September 2024 that you can actually put towards a Galaxy 7. So let me know what you're going to do. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. I will see you in the next video.